So what you'll encounter is a different kind of display of data, right? That you'll find mean, median, mode on and stuff like this. We call this a tree diagram, right? If you remember, a tree diagram like this really is the first two letters with that. Well, guys, this with each one of those, right? So what is this number? 88. Now, let's do this 10, right? 10 slash, and we've got 4, 9, and 3, right? That 10 goes with that 4. That means that's 104. That 10 goes to that 9. That's 109. That 10 goes to 3. That's 103, right? So if you'll go ahead and just kind of take that tree diagram and then list it out as data sets and then do stuff with it. That's the easiest, right? Fair enough? You okay with that? Yeah? Okay. I want to go back and let's kind of look. We were looking. What number was that? That was her. I don't know. Hold up. It's it's on the first homework, so it's probably 14. I think it's number 14, right? Yeah, it's number 14. Yeah. Um, let's back it up. Here's some really good stuff. Those are all out. Make sure y'all know how to do this, right? Let me, just for grins and giggles, let me take one of these and yeah, hold up. Let me do this one real quick just to make sure y'all know how to expand it, right? Um, just from grins and giggles. It's a frequency chart, right? So what this is here's the number, and then this is how many times it shows up, right? So I got 1 15 times, right? Uh, number 12. And then, of course, I got 2 that shows up how many times? I got 2 19s, right? You see what I'm saying? 7 20s, 8 14s. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do a frequency, right? All right. So let's go see what you want to do on number. Which one now? Again? 4. Oh, this one? Ah, okay. So let's look at it. So I know you're going to want to look at it because things are going to get crazy. Okay. Suppose you calculate the mean to median mode for any data set. The results are shown below. If each number in the data set was increased by 9 units, what would be the new median? What would be the new mean, median, and mode? All right. So let's talk about something. Um, if your average went up by 9 units, your median is your middle number, right? Well, if all your data points were increased by 9, wouldn't it mean that um, all of these wouldn't be increased by 9? The mode would, right? The mode would be the one that happens most often, right? Would y'all be agreement with that? So if 51 is your mode, if I do 51 plus 9, now it's 60, right? Y'all agree? Okay, this is the mode. I mean, if I take the number that shows up the most time and all the other data sets are moved up by 9, then now my new mode is 60, right? Yeah. So let's go show you what that's going to look like. So, ah, okay. So, okay, it came out to be 60, right? So I'm taking the number that shows up the most. Mode is most often, right? Now the median, let's look at the median. Now, it's been a while since I've done some of these, so I'm just kind of going off my wits and wisdom. So the median is the middle number, right? So I want you to think about something. If we take all of our data set and we move it up by 9, then the middle number should just be that plus what? So I'm right. I'm saying, okay, it should be 42, right? So let's go. Let's go over here and see. Uh-oh, better go here. Better get Mako. All right, woohoo! So pretty easy on the median mode in the median, right? If it changes by 9, we'll just add 9 to it, right? Y'all good with that? Now, here's my question. Does it, whippersnappers, does the mean, if I increase everything by 9, does the mean just increase by 9? Ooh, so is that 46? Y'all think it's 46? Ah, so there you go. Does that help you a little bit more? Yeah, yes, and here's why. All of them are being increased by the same amount, right? So it's kind of like taking all your data and it's just moving it by 9, right? So if all your data went up by 9, that means your average should go up by 9, your median should go up by 9, and your mode should go up by 9, right? There you go. Easy peasy. But those type things you have to make sure you understand. And that's why I put problems like that in there, right? Because I want the inner nerd to just come out, right? Ah, not really. I want y'all to think about some problems, right? So, um, let's look at some. Here's all the problems. So I'm just kind of go through, kind of see. Those are pretty simple. Pretty simple there, right? I may take off the one that, where was we at that had like, oh my God, it was so many. Now these aren't that bad, right? 4, 6, 5, 3, and 7. That many times of those. Super long. Well, we don't want to do that one now, do we? Oh, the tree's wonderful. That's a good problem. Twelve is this one? Yeah. Well, it's saying 3 19 times, 4 12. Yeah, so I'm with you on that. That's a little bit too much. I'll give you that. I'll withdraw that. Okay. What was the other one you said, Sam? Oh, no, that's a good one. And the reason that's a good one, I know it's going to be long, and I do apologize. But look, here's your data, right? Okay. Here's your data. It's, but you know why I like this problem? I'll just go ahead and tell you why I like this problem. Because look what it gives you. Oh, I can't because part B. Chummit. Okay, here's, okay. It'd be great if it only had the first part and not the second part, right? The standard deviation, the mean, the variance, the standard deviation, right? All that. And we will get into those, right? After we do the mean to mean to mode, we'll do some probability stuff, then we'll get into variance and standard deviation and all that other stuff. But dang it, I like that. So, okay, what problem was it? It has to go. 20, which one was it? Yeah, hold up. Was that what I was on? Yeah, it was a smoking habit risk, right? Dadgummit. That, now we may come back and do that one on a later thing, okay? With standard deviation. That's going to be cool. Okay, all right. So I think the rest of them. Here's some box and whiskers, right? Y'all remember I do box and whiskers? Right. Mean, median, IQR, standard deviation. Ooh, crap. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Which is the better measurement of variability? IQR or standard deviation? Shitties. We haven't got to that yet. I don't want to do that yet. So I'll withdraw that. Crap. On a box and whisker, each point, let me do this. This is 25%. Here's 25, here's 25, here's the 25, right? So in the box, it contains how much percent? 50%, right? Y'all remember that? For box and whisker? It's like 25% below the box, 25% above the box, and the box contains 50% of your data. Yeah, just make sure you know that. That's a good problem, though. Really good problem. Hey, I like that one. That's a really good problem. And that's a really good problem. Hey, that's it. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let me take this back and hit done. So I think we took out what we could, right? Right? We killed number one, killed number two, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 5. There's 24 problems, right? So it's standard deviation, not standard deviation, mean, median, mode, box and whiskers, right? And if you look at this, to go to modules, it has, for a refresher just for you, no, I should do this, go home, haha. All right, here it is. So here's everything that should be able to get you mean mode, box and whiskers, and then there's your homework assignment. So should be okay. The second one is basic probability, okay? Very basic probability, because then we're going to get into independent and dependent, and at least, which talks about the complement, right? You have to deal with the complement and stuff like that. Mutually exclusive or mutually happens to deal with the independent dependence, right? Stuff like that. Stuff you should have seen in Algebra 2, or you may not have seen. My goal is to do this on the probability. We're going to go a little deeper on some things, and we're going to cover some of the prior knowledge of some of the content that they want for us to do in the standards, because I want you to have a really good foundation of exposure to stuff in case you do step into college and you take a college stats. You will be a leg up. You will have seen it. You'll be familiar. You've kind of went through it instead of like, okay. All right. So that's my goal. And right now, everyone's doing quite well in the class, which is great. Okay. Yeah.